Hey guys, that was quiet. Hi, it's Kayla. My hair probably looks a little bit whack right now. I didn't do it today. Not really. I barely just put it up into this bun and it like looks cute, but it also kind of like looks kind of weird. I don't know. I kind of like it, but it looks better when my hair's curled. So you know what? I think I'm gonna just pull it down. Movement. If you see movement, it's my dogs. Oh, that's not a good look for me. Sophie and Ziggy are here again. If you forgot, Ziggy is that guy back there. This little lady is Sophie. Ziggy, sit down. Sit on your blanket. Come on. Come on, sit on your blanket. Come on. He doesn't listen. My box of tissues is right here because I have allergies, so I've been blowing my nose. So yeah. Today I was gonna film a video. I should be sitting closer. Today I was gonna film a video, but I was gonna like film changing my chalkboard, but then I don't have the Mr. Erasers that I used to like clean it, so I was kind of just like, what's the point? Because I literally can't get it off without a Mr. Eraser. I ran out, so I don't have one to clean the board, so I can't film that video yet, and I really want to, because I know I'm going to put on it, and I think it's going to be super cute. The video I'm filming today, this is going to be a story time about how one of my clients asked me why I wasn't going to a real college, and I don't know if in every video, I think I mentioned in most of my videos so far that I don't like my hair. Oof. Okay, hold on. Maybe if we just... Does this work? Hold on guys. Just look at my dogs. Does this work? Look, I'm not even gonna cut this out. Like, I'm just being real with you guys. I'm not gonna cut this out. You're gonna like deal with it if you don't like it. Skip ahead. Oh my gosh, that looks worse. You know what would be a fun video? If I just like curled my hair while I was talking to you guys. That might be fun, but then why am I curling it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me go get my straightener. It's actually right there. Okay, yeah. So this video is gonna be about the time that I had a client ask me why I wasn't going to real college, and as if you've seen my other videos, I have mentioned that I am in cosmetology school, and since we're on core, side note, can't say the full word because YouTube is blacklisting channels who say it apparently. So you know what I'm talking about though, because of the virus that's going around. Yeah, so I've been doing mannequin work and doing school stuff at home because of the virus, and yeah, but I go to cosmetology school if you didn't know that, and so yeah, I had a client, she asked me why I wasn't going to real college, which really offended me because, like, how is cosmetology school not a real college? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm looking down, it's because I have my mirror, like, literally my phone has a pop socket on it and it's, like, hooked onto my mirror. That's what you guys are on right now. Yeah, I don't know. She, like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I just don't understand, like, how are you going to say cosmetology school isn't a real college, you know? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Anyways, I'm probably going to look funny. But yeah, so I'm not looking at you guys because my phone screen is not that big, so I can't really see. I mean, I can see, but, like, the mirror is just better because it's bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bigger thing. So So yeah, this lady came in. Well, she was scheduled with me, and it was just like a, what was she? I can't remember what she was getting. I think she was getting like a, what do you call it? I don't know if she's getting highlights or root retouch. Usually I take pictures. Like I have an Instagram for my hair page. Like for my hair page. For the hair that I do at school, because it's like a portfolio kind of, but also like I want people to, ooh, I just burned my neck. I just want people to like be able to see the work and see what I can do, and that way when I get a job I can just print the pictures off and show them and everything. And I didn't take a picture of her hair because she just really upset me, and like just I'm not gonna take a picture of your hair even though it did come out good. But yeah, she got like highlights or something. I don't know what she got, but I thought she was nice at first. Like she did seem nice at first when she got there. And so, you know, we started doing her service or whatever, and we're talking, and she's doing all the talking. Like she's not really letting me talk, which is fine. Like, because that's what the person's there for when they're getting their hair done. Like, you're there for yourself. You should be talking about yourself. You should be venting if that's what you feel like you need to do. Like, I'm here to listen to your problems. I'm there to do your hair, and that's it. Like, you want to talk and tell me everything, you do that. Like, I'm not a therapist. I'm a hairapist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like listening to her talk, whatever, and she's telling me about her family and her husband and her kids or whatever, and how many granddaughters she has, which is all good, whatever. And then, I think she's getting a root retouch. I think that's what it was, because I remember I sat down for a while and was just like waiting for her hair to be done processing. But we're just like talking. Sorry, I'm really bad at stories. I kind of just am all over the place with them when I tell people stories. She's telling me about her family, and then she mentions how she mentions her granddaughter to me, and she's telling me how her granddaughter went to this college that I'm not gonna say where it is because it's like really close to my house, so that's a thing. But she's telling me she went to, we're just gonna call this college, we're just gonna call it university, okay? So she's telling me that her granddaughter went to university, and which is cool, whatever, like good for your granddaughter. Like that's good for her. My aunt went there. Like, that's not a bad school. It's just a party school. And I don't like it. But anyways, she's telling me that her granddaughter went to the school, and then she was like, oh yeah, she went there to become a nurse, and now she's a nurse. And my other granddaughter does hair like me. And she's telling me how her granddaughter does hair. The one granddaughter does hair, and I'm just thinking, like, well, why are you here then? Why are you out of school? Why isn't your granddaughter doing your hair? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know somebody in your family that can do it. Like, why don't you just have them do your hair? Which, that was like a red flag to me. I just thought that was pretty weird. Like, if your granddaughter does hair, why isn't she doing it? You know? But she said that, and then she told me the other one went to the university to be a nurse. And she was like saying like, oh yeah, she went to university and she's got a real job and she went to a real college, and she just keeps saying she went to a real college and it's a nurse. She just keeps saying like and mentioning how her granddaughter is a nurse and went to a real college. And then I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool, whatever, you know, like, yeah, that's awesome, like, my mom was a nurse, like, she went to medical school, you know, whatever. And then she, I don't know how to explain it, like, she just kept talking about it, and it really, like, made me mad, like, not mad, but it was kind of annoying me. because she just kept going on about it, and then she kept trying to like compare me to her granddaughter. Like she would say something about her granddaughter and then like ask me about it, and I would like give her a completely different answer, not to like be rude or anything. Like that's literally just what my answer was, complete opposite of what her granddaughter did, or you know, whatever it was like the complete opposite. And then she would just listen to my answer, and then she would sit there and try to compare me to her granddaughter and why I should have done what her granddaughter did and not what I did. And I'm kind of just thinking at this point, like, okay, like, let's just get done with this lady. Like, I don't want to do her hair. She's really just annoying me and, and I don't know, just kind of irritating me. So I'm doing her hair, keep doing her hair. And then she asked me, so, Kayla, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, of course. Like, what's your question? Like, me thinking she had a question about her hair. Like, finally we're going to stop talking about her family, right? No. She says to me, so why didn't you go to a real college? Let that just sit there for a second. Why didn't you go to a real college? Is that a question you want to be asked as a cosmetology student? No. It really upset me that she even asked me that. And when she said that to me, I kind of just like stopped and like looked at her. Like I legit stopped what I was doing and kind of just like stared at her for a second. Like, is this really being serious right now? I legitimately stopped what I was doing and kind of just like looked at her. And then I kind of like, she could tell that something was wrong because I just stopped and stared, and I was like, excuse me. I was like, this is a real college. I've known I wanted to do hair since I was 11 years old. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that this isn't a real college. I've wanted to do this since I was a child. This is a real college. And she kind of just like looked at me and like didn't say anything. And by this point, I was kind of like getting done with her hair, like to let her sit and process. So I went in the back, and I guess like I'm not good at hiding expressions on my face, so like you could tell I was upset. And my friend, she was in the dispensary, and the dispensary it is where we go and get our color and lightener and all that stuff. And my friend was in there, and she could see I was upset, and she's like, what's wrong? Like, what happened? And I told her what happened. And she was like, do you want me to tell Miss T? And we're going to call my teacher Miss T because I don't want to say her real name. And I said, no, I didn't tell Miss T. Like, I don't really want to because she's going to try to say something to her, and I don't want her to say something because I had another client, which I'll make a story time about her, because that was a real piece of work. I said because the other day when I had this lady, she said something really rude to me, and I told Miss T about it, and Miss T came over and asked her why she said what she said, and the lady lied to her right in front of me. Like, she lied about saying what she said. Like, she told her the exact opposite of what she told me and lied about it. Straight to my teacher's face. I think just because she didn't want to get in trouble because she knew I was going to, like, say something because I was just not, like, we were just not clicking or having it. So that's what I told her. I was like, no, I don't want to tell Miss T because she's going to ask her, and this lady's probably going to lie about it. And I could just tell she probably was going to, just because of the way she was talking to me and, like, saying things and, like I said, comparing me to her family and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to tell her. And she was like, okay, we won't tell her. And she's like, well, something, like, if she keeps doing it, like, just come tell me. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. I was gonna, like, and then right as we're leaving the dispensary and we're going back onto the senior side, which is hard to explain kind of because it's like the building is like one building, but there's the senior side, like the salon area, and then on the other side of the building is where the girls who are learning how to do everything we do are on the other side, and that's where the dispensary is. So we're about to go back onto the floor, and We're about to go back onto the floor, and we run into Miss T, and my friend M goes, "Oh, Miss T, I have to tell you something." And I was like, "Oh God, like what's she gonna say? Like, is she gonna like tell her what just happened, or is she gonna actually tell her like something she needs to tell her?" So I'm kind of just standing there listening, because my client didn't need me, like, you know, she's processing. And she's like, "Miss T, I have to tell you something." And Miss T is like, "Okay, what is it?" And she was like, M was like, "Well, Kayla just got like berated by her client, or whatever you want to call it." And Miss T was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, her client was being really rude to her. She's like comparing her to her family, like telling her what just happened." And my teacher like looked at me and she's like, "Why didn't you come say anything?" And I said, "Oh, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to make a big deal about it, you know, whatever." So then my friend left, and she was, M left, and she was like, "It's like, you know, like I got your back." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, okay, you got my back," telling the teacher what happened. Like I didn't want Miss T to know, you know, like it's not a big deal, but like I just didn't want to have what happened the day like prior to happen again, you know. And so I told Miss T, I said, "No, it's okay, like I don't need to make a big deal about it, like I can just go back out there, whatever." And she made me explain to her exactly what M just told her, so she could hear it from me. And then she was like surprised that the lady said that, and she was like, "Yeah, that's really rude and that's disrespectful. Like this is a real college." Because it is a real college. And she was just like, "Yeah, that's really wrong of her. She shouldn't have done that. Like, let's just get her done and she'll leave." So that's what happened. Like, I just got her done. It was just like, I don't know. It really just like upset me. I don't know. But I continued on. We washed out her hair, whatever. But after that is kind of where it like stopped, and it was fine for the rest of the time. But yeah, that's it for my story time. I feel like it's not as bad as I thought it was. But that really just like offended me. It hurt me, and like I personally have never felt so offended in my life. Like that just offended me, because I was just thinking like that's not something you want to hear. It's not something you want somebody to tell you that what you're doing isn't real. Because paying $18,000 to go to school isn't real. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That just, like, I don't understand. Like, how are you going to sit there and say that? Like, maybe she didn't think she was being rude. Maybe she didn't realize what she was saying or how it came off. But, like, that's just not okay. Like, it's really not. I don't know. I didn't appreciate it. So, yeah. I don't know. If any of you are in cosmetology school and you have any crazy client stories, feel free to put them down in the comments. Or what you can do is you can DM them to me and I can read them as like story times. So if you have any like crazy stories about anything, or just like I said, if you're in cosmetology school, if you have any crazy stories about that, like DM them to me, and I will definitely make a video out of it. Like that would be so much fun to make a video out of crazy stories. And of course they will be anonymous. And if you want the names changed in the story, just tell me and I'll make up fake names. I think that'd be a lot of fun, like to do that. That'd be really cool to do that. I think that'd be funny. I think after this video I'm gonna film another one about the other client, but I don't know when that one's gonna be posted because I don't want two of them in a row. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I don't know, because I posted like a whole bunch of reading scary stories videos, like one after the other. So we'll see. And yeah. This isn't much better. Like I thought it was gonna be better than it was when I started. I mean, it's curled, but like my hair just, it's clean too. My hair's clean. I don't know why it has no volume. It's not staying. I don't know, guys. Is this better? Like, does this, can you see me now? Does this look better? How does the back look? Like if I go down, can you even see it? Like, How does my hair look? Do you like it? You guys should probably turn off the straightener. That might be a good idea. Sorry, this video was supposed to be a story time, and it was, but it was also like all over the place. So I'm sorry. Hopefully you enjoyed the story though, and it was pretty long. I know I like when story times are like super long. I don't know, I like sitting just listening to videos. I think it's fun. If you think the video is too long, I'm sorry. You don't have to watch it if you're even still here. Yeah. So if you liked the video, please give this video a thumbs up, a big thumbs up, and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. My Instagram will be in the description will be in the description box. Let me put this down. This video is just not, I don't even know what this video is. Honestly, I really don't. Yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe, DM me. Editing Kayla here. The video was like super short just because I cut out a lot of parts that didn't really need to be in there, and I got distracted a whole bunch and got sidetracked a whole bunch. Not that you guys probably want to see that, like I don't think you do, but I just got distracted a lot because that's just how I am. I get distracted very, very easily. I'll be doing one thing and then I see something else and I'm like, oh, I want to go do that, and I just drop what I'm doing. So yeah, I kind of just got distracted a whole bunch, and that's why it's so short. And I know I mentioned like, oh, I'm sorry if it's long. Like, it was long. It was literally 25 minutes, and I'm not sure how long it is now, because it's not telling me. It doesn't tell me until I like post it. But yeah, I filmed this like a couple days ago. It's now Wednesday night. I think I filmed this on the weekend. I don't really know. I haven't even watched it till like right now. I just didn't feel like uploading it, and I just posted a video the other day, and I don't have an uploading schedule yet. But yeah, I just wanted to film this little end part to really explain to you why it's so short, and I hope you're doing well. And I think it's gonna be on this side of the screen. I'm gonna put the word right here, because YouTube is blacklisting channels who say this word, so I'm just not gonna say it. And also, I forgot, I figured out how to like cut parts out, as you've seen, and I figured out how to get the words back up on the screen. I don't know why that was so difficult. I literally just sat here for a couple minutes trying to figure it out, and I figured it out. I don't know why I had such a hard time doing it, but I did it, and I'm glad I did it. So yeah, sorry this video is so short. I actually went to the store and I got some Mr. Erasers, and don't worry, I wore a mask and I wore gloves and I washed my hands. I took a shower, my hair was clean. So I got Mr. Eraser, so now I can film my changing my chalkboard video. So I'm pretty excited about that because it's gonna be super cute and adorable. And yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching the video. Please comment, subscribe, like the video, give it a big thumbs up. And in the comments down below, let me know if there's anything you want to see, because I don't know what to film. I'm kind of just coming off with it off the top of my head, because I don't know, I don't want to do what everyone else is doing on YouTube, because I don't want to be like basic, but I don't know. Anyways, thanks, bye.